Indiana Fever teammate doesn't sugarcoat Cailtin Clark's Iowa past in blunt 12-second admission. Can we all agree that Caitlin Clark is a force of nature? The 6-foot-tall point guard put Iowa on her back and on the map a few years ago, and she's showing no signs of slowing down. After seeing her greatness firsthand during a record-breaking rookie season, Kelly Krauskopf and Amber Cox decided to shake things up with the team. They brought in Stephanie White and a bunch of exciting veteran talent. One of those vets, Natasha Howard, just gave an interesting perspective on what it means to be Caitlin's teammate. Howard, so far, has shown that she's still the best at what she does. The 6'3" forward is currently putting up nearly 11 points and 6 rebounds a game on limited minutes. And with her heaps of experience, she's bonding with the star and guiding her to where she needs to be. On the Bird's Eye View show, Howard got candid about her experiences with Clark, calling her a little sister figure. But there's a unique struggle with CC. She's used to doing too much. Just letting her know that she doesn't have to do everything like she did in Iowa. You have great teammates around you and phenomenal players that can take that weight off your shoulders. And there's a lot of truth to Howard's statements. In Iowa, Caitlin Clark was simply a one-woman army. She broke the NCAA scoring record and averaged 28 points a game on nearly 40% from deep. Clark willed her team to the national championship game twice in 2 years, and even though the results weren't favorable, no one could deny her sheer dominance. But through all of that, she got used to being self-reliant. And it's more of the same in the league. However, here, the pace is different, the people are different, and only the best of the best can survive. Credit where credit is due, Caitlin Clark has been doing amazingly well. But with Natasha Howard, a decorated vet, taking her under her wing, there's room for insane growth. The thing is, surrounded by fellow young stars Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, CC has a ton of help. Not to mention, with the addition of players like Ari McDonald, Sophie Cunningham, and even Howard, the Indiana Fever is building a strong backbone. However, that is not to say that Clark's contributions are not essential to their success. Recently, the Indiana Fever guard was ruled out of the LA Sparks game due to a groin injury, and there's only one question on everyone's minds. How long will she take to recover? Let's find out. Indiana Fever's wings are clipped with concerning Caitlin Clark status. There's no sugarcoating it. Caitlin Clark will not be suiting up to play against the Dallas Wings tonight. The 6-foot-tall guard has been phenomenal in her sophomore season, putting up 18 points, 6 rebounds, and almost 9 assists per game. However, it hasn't been easy for the Indiana Fever so far. Why? Because she's been missing way too many games. Tonight will be Clark's 7th missed game this season, and the Fever? They've felt every single one. With CC on the floor, Indiana is 5-4, but they're only 2-4 without her after last night's loss to the Sparks. There's no doubt that her absence makes all the difference, especially during this time of crisis for the Fever. Even though Kelsey Mitchell and Ari McDonald tried to plaster over Indiana's issues last night, it's evident that Stephanie White's team is struggling. They just waived DeWanna Bonner, and they've been dealing with way too many injuries. Moreover, Clark's replacement Sydney Colson couldn't even score a single point. Indiana is hoping to see Caitlin Clark back on the hardwood floor again as soon as possible because without her, their dreams of championship contention might be over with. It will be interesting to see how they match up with Dallas tonight without their superstar, as fans have been robbed of yet another Caitlin Clark versus Paige Buecher's matchup.